Hi folks, good morning, good afternoon and good evening wherever you are in the world. My name's Sean, aka Uncle Frogface, and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're not new, then welcome back. This is about the 5th time I've recorded this intro because I've been working all day and I've been waiting for this to arrive. It's this month's ScrawlrBox. This is March 2021. So I was hoping this would arrive this morning. It actually arrived right in the middle of my teaching. So it's now 20 to 11 in the evening and I'm finally getting to open this up. And my brain's a little bit dead. Okay, so let's get down to it. This box is actually a replacement box. It's a replacement box because the original contents for the March ScrawlrBox are on a shipping container in the middle of the sea. So I've mentioned this before on the channel and I've had words to say about ScrawlrBox blaming Brexit for delivery delays. However, in the past, they've not been so great at keeping us updated with what's going on. This time, they've been brilliant. From the outset, they've told us the items are not here. They've quickly cobbled together another supply box, and generally, their whole service has been really, really good. For those of you that don't know, ScrawlrBox is a monthly art subscription box. It's £15 in the UK, comparable prices around the world, including shipping. Although I'm not sure if that includes shipping around the world. Have to look into that. And all of the contents inside are equal to or greater than that price. They're all curated and put together into kind of a cohesive little pack. So I'm really interested to see what we've got in this month's box, considering it's kind of been put together at the last minute. I wonder kind of what the prices are as well. If ScrawlrBox is something that you're interested in, I do actually have a code down below. So I'm not sponsored, this is not affiliated at all, but a deal is a deal, a bargain's a bargain. If you want to save some money, you can get £3 off by using the link down below. I'm sure it's an equivalent amount wherever you are in the world. With that being said, let's crack this bad boy open and see exactly what we have this month. Okay, so here we are. This is the box, and for every box that is bought, a tree is planted. There we go. Throw that away. Lovely. Okay, so it seems like quite a small pack this time. So these are our supplies, which will appear to be falling out. So I'm just going to pop that over to the side for a second. We'll just go through everything else that we've got in here. So this is the ScrawlrZine. It's a little magazine that comes with every box, and it has information about the supplies and a few other things. So I'm going to put that to the side for now, because we don't want any spoilers. This is our piece of artwork. Oh, that's really nice. I like that. That's definitely my style. That kind of lots of line work, kind of small details. This artist is Shane Vorhaben. 49-year-old artist, entertainer, future hairstylist. You're never too old to learn something new. Absolutely agree, Shane. That's why at the age of 37, I'm learning to dance, ballet and tap, among other things. Don't judge me. Okay, that's definitely going on my pegboard. And we have some paper, some A5 paper, 12 sheets this time. That's pretty good. We usually only get 6. 12 sheets is pretty nice. It's 250 GSM, nice, good, thick, very smooth. Okay, makes me think we might be having some ink and some markers maybe. Let's throw this away. Okay, let's actually crack this open and have a look what we've got inside. I wonder if we'll actually have a sticker this time, having to produce one so quickly. Oh, we do. Okay, so that's our sticker. You can see the sticker always comes from part of the main artwork. So that's that part there. Pop that aside. Again, go in my collection. This is our little menu, so I'm going to pop that to the side. Nice, pens. Okay, so our sweet sour apple refresher. My husband Andrew is going to love that. He loves sour things. And I got the popping candy last time, so he can have the refresher this time. Okay, so we've got a few things. It looks like we've got, they look like they go together, and a couple of extra things. So let's start with these. Faber-Castell Pit Artist Brush Pen in Sky Blue, Scarlet Red, and May Green. B, I think that means they're all bold, or is that brush? Oh, it's brush. Oh, quite a hard brush, like a felt tip. Okay, they look very interesting. Does it post? Yes. If you've been here before, you know I love posting caps onto the top of pens because I'm terrible at losing pen caps. So that's very important to me. Just make sure these are not dried out at all. This is why artists always have messy hands. Okay, so those look interesting. What else do we have here? Uni Pin Fine Liner in 1.0, water and fade proof pigment ink. It's in black. Oh, that's quite a chunky fine liner. Okay, so we have a black one. Is this a grey one? No, this is a brush in light grey. Another Unipin. Again, quite a hard brush. I have a lot of pens. I'm by no means an aficionado, but I do have a lot of pens and I really love using pens and ink. And we have a Uniball Signo Gel Stick in black, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's in black as well. So we will swatch all of these out on the paper that we've been given. And a Derwent Graphic 2B, my favourite hardness of pencil. So that's good as well. Throw away. All of my pens that I have, like my clutch pencils and things, these are all 2B leads. It's just what I prefer using. Okay, let's have an actual look at our menu. What do we have here? So Faber-Castell Pit Artist Brush Pen brought together all of the advantages of drawing in India ink in a modern and uncomplicated pen. High quality brush point works both straight and bent without breaking. The light colours are transparent and thus well suited to varnishing techniques. Very interesting. What about the Uni Brush Pen? Premium quality brush pen features fade proof and water resistant pigment ink. So that's really good if you're a watercolor artist. You could go out, do some sketching and then color over the top. The Signo Gel Stick. Smooth and easy line work. 0.7mm. Stainless steel nib for fine details. The Uni Pin 1.0 line drawing pen. Ideal for all types of art and design, including sketching, line art, technical drawing. So I usually use the Winsor Newton fine liners, so it'd be good to see how they compare to those. And you Derwent Graphic. A good pencil drawing is highly dependent on the quality of your pencil. Yeah, okay. The Derwent Graphic pencil contains the finest graphite. I mean, that's a little bit, you know, artists blaming their tools. But sure, I mean, a pencil can definitely make a difference. Scrawler uncoated drawing paper. And this month's challenge, so every month we get a little prompt for us to use our suppliers on leading lines. Leading lines. So that's for the hashtag Scrawler challenge. I'll have a little bit of a think about that. Nothing immediately comes to mind, although the style of this artwork does give me a couple of ideas of something to do. But let's swatch these out. Now, I'm a sucker for anything green. Green is my favourite colour in the world. Oh, there's some nice flecks in that nib. Layers nicely. You can really saturate that. I think you can see that. Okay, we get some nice... Yeah, we can get some really fine lines. This is not very clear, so I'm going to zoom in. Okay, so, as I was saying, we get some really nice fine lines here. Some good dot work as well. Be interested to see how these work with the other pens. That's a nice colour. I like this. What about these? This is sky blue. That's a very pretty blue. I like that a lot. And if we layer, you can definitely build some deeper tones with these pens. I really like these nibs. I really like them. I didn't think I'd be this enthusiastic about a kind of cobbled together box. And this is the Scarlet Red. Oh, that's a lot more red than the barrel would suggest. That is a gorgeous colour. Again, some lovely fine lines, some lovely dots. Okay, interesting. So we've got another brush pen. This is the Uni Pin Fine Liner. Oh, that's a nice posting sound. Small things. So not as flexible, the nib. Could still get a really nice fine line. There is definite variation. Does it layer? Yeah, it does. You can build up kind of a mid-grey over that light grey. Can we go even darker than that? Yeah, you can. You could probably build some really nice tones with that. Okay, so far, so good. The fine liner, Unipin. Yeah, not very much variation, of course, because it's a fine liner. But that is a really, I'm not sure if you can see this, that black is really, really nice. Okay, and how does it work with some of these other ones? Does it go over nicely? Yep. And this? Yep. It's going to be the same for all of these, isn't it? These layer beautifully. In fact, I'm going to lay down a whole load of this. Scribbling, sacrilege. No, it's fine. There we go. So I'm going to leave that for a minute to dry, and I'm going to use some of these over the top. And while that's drying, let's check out this Signo Gel Stick. Oh, that's a nice post. Ooh. Some unexpected variation in the line width there. You can go very lightly and have a very fine line, and get a much bolder line. Oh, I really like that. That's a bit of a quandary because I don't use ballpoint pens very much. But actually, this feels so smooth. It goes over the others so nicely. How does it work with this? Yeah, that's really nice. I'm actually really impressed with this. It's a really nice grip as well. It's got a tri-barrel grip, so really nice to hold on to, and kind of that tripod grip. Well, I tend to kind of draw like this with pencils and like this with pens. Yeah, I'm kind of a bit speechless about this. I'm really enjoying it. I'd be interested to see how this kind of all adds up in terms of cost. Okay. That's a really nice sketching pencil. We can do something really light. This feels really nice, and you can see, like I say, I hold my pencils much higher up. This is really smooth. This paper as well is taking all of these really, really nicely. I'm kind of really impressed with all of this. This might be my favourite ScrawlrBox so far, I think. Oh, I don't know. Is that too bold to say? Well, it's my video. I can say what I like, I suppose. But yeah, I think I'm going to go out on a limb and say this so far is my favourite ScrawlrBox. Okay, so let's do some side shading. I'm just going to lay down some of this because again I want to see how the pens work over the top of this. This on top of the pens is nice. Yeah, you can get a nice graphite sheen over that black pen. It holds a point really nicely as well. So some pencils you can kind of have a bit of a draw and it just rounds over. This is staying really sharp. Let's go in with some of these colours. I go with the red and I want to try these over some of these other parts. Let's try layering up. So red over the grey. Oh, nice. You can still see the grey through that. How about over the black? Yeah, there is a translucency to these pens. They said there was. However, already see that's picked up some black. So I'm guessing this needs much longer to dry. Which, you know, some fine liners do take quite a while to dry before you can draw over the top of them. How's this over the blue? It's like glazing. Okay, let's try the green. Again over the grey. Yeah, nice. Over the red. Over the blue. Oh, interesting. It looks like we picked up a little bit of red there. I mean, obviously these are not really designed for going over each other like that. But you have to experiment, don't you? You have to play about and see how far you can push the supplies. I love this blue colour. This is a really nice blue. Have a bit of blue on this apple sketch. Why not? Why not indeed? Let's add some red as well. Should be interested to see whether they blend. I don't think they're going to blend. But again, live and learn, experiment. Oh, there's a small amount of blending. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, you can see they pick the colours up from each other. Well, I really don't know what to say about this. I was expecting kind of a hodgepodge, and this is actually a really nice cohesive box. I think all of these supplies work really nicely together. I kind of have an idea of what I want to create with these, but that'll be in a future video. If you've not seen before, I like to unbox these, give you my opinion on the supplies as they are, and then come back and do another video where I actually use them to create something, and of course using the ScrawlrBox Scrawler Challenge prompt if I can. If anything comes to mind, otherwise I'll just use them. Now actually, I think, now I think about it, my favourite were probably the Graphitint pans, but these are a very close second. And these are definitely supplies that I can see myself using all the time. They just fit with the other kind of supplies that I have. Well, that was a little bit unexpected, and I'm going to do something a little bit different here. I'm going to do a bit of a pros and cons thing. So I'm going to start with a con, and this is a pet peeve of mine, but I've just noticed this as I was kind of summing up and looking at the supplies that we've got, and I glanced over at the piece of artwork that we got. And this is not the first time this has happened with ScrawlrBox. This has been made with the supplies that come in the box, and that's the kind of premise, isn't it? That the artwork that you get has been made with the supplies, and that is your inspiration for creating something and kind of showing you what can be done. However, if you look closely at this, you can clearly see that there are yellows, oranges, maybe even browns in this set for this piece of art. I mean, this pink here, we definitely cannot get with these supplies that we've got. But that being said, and with that out of the way, which is just a pet peeve of mine, I can see myself using every single one of these supplies on a regular basis. I think this is, yeah, I would say probably my second favourite ScrawlrBox that I've had so far. I think it's the one that I will use the most, definitely. The fact that we've got 12 sheets of paper this time instead of just 6 is also a massive plus. It gives you more scope to kind of experiment and do different things on, really test the limits of the supplies that you've got as well. And it's really given me something to think about in terms of what am I going to do with these. So I've got, as I said, a couple of ideas floating around. But I will leave that for the next video, and we'll also have a look at the ScrawlrZine in the next video as well. I really hope you've enjoyed this. I've really enjoyed unboxing this one. As always, I will see you next time. Goodbye. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're oh God, this is not going well. It's that time of the month again. It's time to open this month's Scrawl.